Welcome back to Royal Mike Studio, and today we're gonna be doing for some more like this thing as well for questions and answers on who's more likely, and we're gonna be trying to vote anything about for those things, or just gonna be trying to play for fun. Let's gonna be trying to do once again. We're gonna be doing for 15 answers or questions. We're gonna be trying to do this for really what I just started to do so. Anyways, here we go again. We're just gonna be trying to do this a little bit of much for pretty such as a little bit one thing. So here we go. We're gonna be trying to do this for a horror movie or game. We're gonna be trying to have an insomnia from a horror movie. Let's go for cheesecake. Who's gonna be guest in the Akinator? This guy over here for this one as well. Who's less likely to enjoy living in the Cram Republic? It's gotta be going for Kuin Amon. Who's better than the LOI potential? Win Archer, who's secretly very wealthy. It's going to be Apple, who has the worst potential to learn other language. Popping Candy, who's more likely to skip school. Is gonna be Firecracker. Who is this? Some sort of like stupid man? Truffle Cookie. Who would have for a better singing voice? It's gonna be nothing around for it just as well. It's gonna be pretty him. Who's more likely to be forgotten? And Agnes the middle child, Bell Pepper. Who would try to trick luck winning at the bike race against Suffle Cookie? It's gonna be going for Kamihu or Mozzarella. Mozzarella is actually gonna be trying to beat him or not. It's not gonna be doing for just his work, or maybe she might get a die for just about here. Next question: who asked the teacher for more homework? And I'm probably is going to be going for Crimson Coral. Who's more likely to get a Twitter agreement? Cauliflower. Who would be rather to beat like Annie when the Cookie Run Kingdom's boss was actually Win Archer? Who's more likely to annoying a little sibling? The Vampire. Who's more likely to solo 11:27 p.m.? Parpet. We're having a vacation. Who are you bringing for the fire spirit? And who has a better driving skills from an automobile? Captain Ice. Who's more likely to have for rarity adjust? Ice Juggler. Whose voice sounds better than any language? Cheerleader. Who broke the television in the fit of rage? We already review for this one as well. Habanero. Who's hiding in their real identity? Devil. Who's more likely to have only coins as their money? Cannoli. Choose one to protect you. The others will attempt to assassinate you. It's going to be Winarch. The TBT is looking for a new recruit who has a better chance of joining for Habanero instead of like this blowing up cars and other stuff. Whose magic candies would be stronger? Sparkling. Who keeps asking for your money? Cream Puff. I'm probably still about to swear I'm not sure. I'm still about to stare at her, and it's gonna be waiting for a little bit amount of minutes. I'm probably still able to stay here because I'm trying to keep ourselves going. If these two were shown to a non-car player, who's more likely to a thought about as fan-made? Is gonna be Lemon. Who's more likely to start a scruffle because a coin went missing? It was actually bait. Who's more likely to cry over a broken toy? Popperhead. Who leak into the next update for the oven break? It's gonna be Candy Diver. Who's lazier? Silverbell! Who just pinged everyone? Pudding. You're showing these two cars and a non-cookie run player? Who's more likely to have their ginger guessed wrong? Clover. Who's more likely to put a maid costume? Sour belt. If you couldn't own a cookie, which one of them two would you rather to pick around here? Let's go for onion. Who's more likely to cry is Carol. If these two were human size, and you must find one of them, and who you pick a better chance of winning could be Black Garlic. Who is secretly a good gambler? Gold Citrine. Who another one for just a little bit for everything as well. Who's more likely to borrow closets? Chocolate Bonbon. Who has more cookie OCs related to them? It's gotta be Vampire. Who's secretly really having a good artist? Gim. If these two shown is absolutely gonna be for fan made, and I'm probably sure, let's go for one thing, Melon Bunner. Followed by an idols. Who is more likely to be followed by their idols on social media? Red Velvet. Who's more likely to make stupid? Who's more likely questions is Dinosaur. Gingerbread has been eaten by the witch. Who could be the next new Kikirun mascot? And I'm not sure that I just completely made it an accident. I choose Milk. Who understands Sorbet Shark Cookie's language? And Pastel Migraine or Crunchy Chip. Who's more likely to enjoy living in the Dark Cacao Kingdom? It's going to be a Current Cream. Who's going to be allowed here? Who's more likely to subscribe to Royal Mike was cheerleader? Who would put in the blender? Purple Yum. Whose magic candies he's going to be stronger as pastry? Given a chance to repeat history, which of these to pick one of the less destructive path? The devil as well. Who's the best friend? Just probably never meant to do. Clover. 5 more questions to go. Who's more likely to accidentally committed a crime? Was Sparkling Cookie? Who's more likely to have an insoma for a horror movie game? I'm probably sure this is going to be going Current Cream. Who has more trauma than others? White Choco? Who's more likely to win in frames per second game? Orange. The 3D man. Or 3D girl as well. Who's more likely to start a scuffle because a coin went missing? It's gonna be going for pizza. I already, for just search or a little bit of these things, face the wrath of the blender is Pirate Cookie. Who's more likely to pull out someone's life support plug? Tiger Lily. Who's more likely to have 3 closets? Kamhinilo. Who's more likely to pull out someone's life support plug? Hiding in the real identity? And prefer... Who's more likely to prefer Oven Break or Kingdom? He's going to be going for an Oven Break with Dr. Cow, like anything as well, because he will not come for any time very soon as anyways. Who's more likely to be blended as Cream Unicorn? An Amo? Marcha Ray. Conscious about their own appearance is Blue Slushy, and likely to cry and alongside with a child simply with a child is crying. What actually she'll be crying to with Banquet. Who would prefer to the low city and the upper city to the Creme Republic? It's gonna be Blue Slushy is gonna be joining ourselves. Asking for the teacher for more homework, Blackberry. The furry was Pastel Mangarudi. Most likely to destroy the whole world because there was no more candy in the candy store. Black Lemonade is going to be destroyed at all. Alright, this is going to be the one last question. Who's more likely to roll Nation's 20s on the stupidest thing that the DNA season? Was the red bean. And that's all. Eventually, that wasn't going to be pretty even stupid, but let's just going to be going for one last question and we'll end this out. So, have you enjoyed for this video for just a little bit for one thing? Or if I did something that pretty wrong to do this, I'm not actually going to be trying to do this something right. If I'm wrong, that you let me know down in the comments below. So feel free to check it out for this website if you're not right to see this already. So thanks for watching, for all your support, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and click the bell, and make sure the website is going to be linked in the description down below, so you might be able to check out, and especially for my previous video as well. So this is Turbo Concept in the Flesh signing off. Thanks for watching anyways.